At first it was Stanley Cups, then it was Labubus, and now it's Nitos and these squishy dumplings. Like, I don't understand why people are going actually batshit insane for these. Because I'm seeing videos of people fighting each other, arguing with each other over buying a Nito and spending like, $100, $200, $500 on squishy dumplings. Like, people are spending hours going from store to find certain squishies, and I just don't get it because, for one, I don't think you guys actually like them. I think you guys just like the trend of them. But also, what are you doing buying $500 worth of squishies? You're not going to use all of them. Because it's the same thing as when people would go batshit for those Stanley Cups. They'd spend 5 hours waiting before the store opened just to buy like a limited edition red one. Or with Labubus and people finding like the really limited ones and spending all this money. With all these trends, they go up, but they also go down. And eventually people are going to realize, hey, I don't need all these Nitos and squishy dumplings. Like, I maybe need 2, maybe 5. I don't need 50, I don't need 100 of these. And I can't wait for that day because I'm tired of seeing people just go crazy for these small little squishy things that I promise you don't even fucking use. I bet you use them for like 2 minutes maybe after you open it, and then you forget about it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I'm not gonna lie. Like at school, I see every other person just recently just has a Nito. But it's like if you saw somebody with that like 2 years ago, people would make fun of you. But because it's trendy, now everybody wants it. Everyone thinks it's cool. And I'm not saying it's not cool and it's not fun, you know what I mean? I've played with them, you know what I mean? They're fun. But it's like, does everybody need them? Does everybody need to be like collecting them? Only because it's trendy, you know what I mean? Like you only have them on you because all your other friends have it and you're just matching with them. Right? You know what I mean? Okay, next video.
I feel like Labubus are going to follow the same hype pattern that Stanley Cups did, where they're like really popular for a few months, they get overpriced, they get overhyped, and then all of a sudden people just stop caring about them, and then people realize, hey, I wasted so much money on this. So far, they followed the same pattern. Like, remember, people were fighting over Stanley Cups? They're fighting over Labubus. People were waiting in lines for hours and hours for a certain Stanley Cup. They're doing the same thing with Labubus. People bought way too many Stanley Cups, and they spent way too much money on it, and people are doing the same thing now with Labubus. They're buying too many and spending tens of thousands of dollars on them. Like, when this hype train does die down, maybe in like a few months, like the end of the year, I don't know when, I feel like people are going to realize, yo, I actually just wasted so much money on these little like stuffed animal dolls that were just not worth it. Like, I feel like once the Labubu hype dies down, it's going to go so quickly because so many people just buy them just because it's like the trending thing to do, or like they want to match their friends. Not because they actually want one. And I feel like it's different than Stanley Cups because honestly, with Stanley Cups, the hype died down, but you still see people using them a lot because, it's functional. You can use it on a day-to-day thing. But like with Labubus, sure, you can have it in your bed or like on your bag, but I feel like so many people are just going to like throw it away or just like forget about it.
Yeah, so when it comes to Labubus, it's like the same boat. If anything, I think it's worse than Nitos. Because Nitos, you can actually like play with them, you know what I mean? But Labubu is just there because you want to show off that you follow trends, I guess. And and I do agree that the cups are probably like the best in comparison to Nitos and Labubus because cups have real uses. You know what I mean? Like that's functional. That's not just like performative for other people to see that you own it. You know what I mean? But like all in all of it is just overconsumption. It's just micro trends to get people to spend money because like everyone else has it. So it's like everyone else wants to get it because everyone has it. You know what I mean? Like you just want to follow what everybody has. And that's like normal human instinct. You know what I mean? And this next one's going to be about the cups and people fighting over them. So yeah.
What do you mean that grown women are waiting in line for 2 hours in the morning to go buy a Starbucks teddy bear cup at 8 in the morning? Our overconsumerism in America is so embarrassing. Like, why are grown women fighting over a cup? Why do you even want the cup? Why do you even want the cup? What are you going to do with a teddy bear cup, first of all? These are grown women fighting over who gets a cup. And people standing in
Exactly. It's like it's just a cup, you know what I mean? And I promise you, or like so this video is pretty old, you know what I mean? But now 2026 March, I have not seen one person use one of those Starbucks cups, or one of those bears, nothing at all. Like it's all because it's a trend. It's all because there's this like demand for it, then everybody wants it. So there's more demand for it. But the demand was only there because there was this fake demand for it. So once that demand dies down, then the original demand for it, there's no point. You know what I mean? So you didn't even want it in the first place. You only wanted it because everyone else is getting it.
line for hours to wait in line to buy a cup. Like, Out of all of the things that you could be doing with your time, out of all the things that you could be buying, essentially, it's that? Like, our overconsumerism here is so embarrassing.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? It's a cup, you know what I mean? And you're not even gonna use it. You're just gonna show off, like, oh my God, I got this cool cup. Like, that makes no sense to me, you know what I mean? And this last TikTok we're gonna watch today, it's about the Stanley Cups. So let's get into it, you know what I mean?
If there is one thing that I do not understand, it is overconsumption. And this is a prime example that I saw on the internet. Why would
Like, look at that. That is like $1,000 worth of cups. Like, one cup can last you years, bro. Like, you do not need all of those, you know what I mean? It's all performative. Like, look how they have a little area for them. It's all performative.
anyone actually need 30 to 40 to 50 of the same exact cup? This right here probably cost this person what, $2,000? Imagine what else you could buy for $2,000. I don't get this. And before anyone's like it's not your business, I'm very aware of that, but on my platform I try to talk about de-influencing, so I would never come on here and promote this and be like this is the lifestyle that we should be trying to live. What is this? Yeah, they're pretty. Like half of them still have the wrapper on them. So are we just buying $40 to $50 cups just to look at them, just to be able to say, look at my collection?
Exactly. It's all performative. And we've given value to cups. Like, cups of all things. Like, things to hold water and drink. Those are valuable things that we feel the need to show off to other people. Like, how does that make any sense?
Of water bottles, pretty much. Another example I saw on Facebook, and when people asked her, like in a respectful way, why do you have that many Stanley Cups? She said it's simply a collection. She likes to collect them. It's a thrill to find another one so that she can hang them up. Like, look, I think almost every one of these have a tag. They are brand new. Will she ever drink them?
Like, that's such a waste of
I
money,
can't
bro.
fathom in this economy thinking that I need to spend thousands of dollars on a cup. Like, can someone explain this to me? Minus that people are just out of their mind and obsessed. You all are obsessed. Let's de-influence, shall we? I am convinced that in like 5 years, we are going to see Stanley Cups at Goodwill, at thrift stores, at yard sales for like $5. Probably still with the new tag. So before you go and feel the need to buy your third, fourth, or fifth Stanley Cup, ask yourself, is there something better that you could be spending that money on? Because I guarantee you there is. Have a great day.
Yeah, because, like, in this economy, everything is so expensive, bro. You can buy food, you can buy, like, groceries, you can, like, car payments, yada, 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 but you'd rather spend it on, like, $50 water bottles that you're not even going to use for its actual purpose, you know? That makes no sense to me. Well, actually, like and subscribe, YouTube. That's it for the video. See you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments any criticisms, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, see you guys. Have a good day.